Can you hear it? Yeah, me neither. It's the time of the year to justify the immense expense of my 3D printer. And what is the best way to do so? Exactly, by spending even more money. Combined with the issue that I never know what to give to my family and friends, I decided to make a gift by myself. So let's make a DIY candle because people love candles, right? We're starting off with a simple model of the candle in Fusion 360. The STL and the slicer files for the modes will be available in the description below. This initial model is then used to create a two-part master mold. So we're making a mold for the actual mold, which will be cast in silicone. The candle has a height of 130mm and a diameter of 70mm. To remove the layer lines, I've also applied fuzzy skin and ironing to the candle. The master molds have been printed with a 0.2mm nozzle, but I have also tested the standard 0.4mm nozzle, which is totally sufficient. You can also choose to go with resin printing if you want finer details, but the candle casting process doesn't pick up such fine details, therefore it's not providing any benefits in my opinion. After the two molds have been printed, it's time to create the actual candle molds by silicone casting. I've used a two-part mixture with a ratio of 1:1, but this may differ in your case. In total I used 660ml of mixture A and 660ml of mixture B, which brings us to a total of over 1.3 kilograms of silicone per full candle mold. When mixing the two compounds together, make sure to properly stir the mixture. 3 to 5 minutes of mixing should be more than enough. You can also 3D print a stir attachment for your drill if you don't have one at home already. By the way, the color matching was not intended. After the molds have been cured overnight, take a sharp blade and slowly cut along the edges of the mold. Then take a scraper and stick it into one of the sides to slowly push up the silicone. Be careful with this process if you want to reuse the master molds. There you go, the molds are finished. Now we're going to prepare our candle mold for our first wax cast. Make sure that the candle wick fits within the mold, you may have to cut the tip. This part may be a bit finicky, so don't give up too fast. After making sure that the molds are properly aligned, we will fixate the wick holder and the rest of the candle with rubber bands. One last check to make sure everything is in the right position and the candle wick didn't slip out of the pocket. Here I'm using 140 grams of paraffin wax, but you can also try to tinker with soy or beeswax. The paraffin wax that I'm using has a melting point of 56 degrees Celsius. The casting temperature I'm targeting is around 60 to 65 degrees Celsius, but this may vary by wax type. For a better bonding of the wax and the color, I'm going for a way higher temperature though. After the wax is properly mixed and the color has been dispersed, I'll let the wax cool down to the 60-degree range. We're going to cast the candle twice in total. As the candle cures, it shrinks at the top, therefore leaving a big hole behind. In the first cast, it's important to not touch the end of the wick at the top. After the candle has cooled down for around 1.5 hours, we can cut off the end of the wick and fill up the rest of the candle. After around 5 to 6 hours, the candle can be removed from the mold and the mold can be reused. The wax dough can take up to 24 hours to fully cure. As you can see, there are white dots. I guess that's frosting, which is mostly caused by uneven cooling. If there are any experts in the comment section, I will be grateful for your advice to improve the surface finish. The next part is optional. I used a white wax liner to imitate some snow on the branches. We are back in Fusion 360 with the model of the coaster. Also, these files will be free for you to download in the description below. We're using the same principle here by creating a master mold, but this time a one-part mold will be enough. The coaster has an outer diameter of 125 mm, an inner diameter of 85 mm, and a max height of around 40 mm. The main difference to the candle is the casting material. We're going to use a fine-grained ready-to-use concrete made for tinkering. As we all know, heavy equals quality. At least that's what I say to my girlfriend when she mentions my weight. For the coaster mold I've used 700 ml of silicone in total, which means a 350 ml split. If you're wondering about the shape of the mold, I have just left one straight side for the mold release process. The other side is round to save on silicone material. These numbers may vary for you, but in my case I need 300 grams of concrete powder, 30 grams of red iron oxide, and around 90 milliliters of water. The color code of the iron oxide is 130, but I will leave the links to the products in the description anyway. After applying the tomato sauce, make sure to remove the excess material. To avoid air pockets in the coaster, I am vibrating the bottom of the mold. It doesn't matter what vibrating tool you're using here, just find something in your household. During the vibration process, I'm also simultaneously popping the air bubbles at the top.
Baby, have you seen my... What are you doing with my...
Well, maybe I cannot use this household tool for this task. After adding some rebar, I made a second coaster which should hold up properly now. Just kidding, I just left it to cure longer. Make sure to follow the instructions of your concrete product. As soon as you have removed the coaster of the mold, you should seal the surface. Otherwise, it will start to oxidize, which will lead to white spots all over the place. After applying the stone sealer, make sure to remove the excess liquid to prevent white marks from forming. If you liked the video and appreciate the effort, please leave a like and subscribe for more projects in the future. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.